Welcome back to the Metals Investment Forum. It's my great pleasure to have Apollo Silver. We have Andy Bowering, which is a well-known mining guy, been very successful in many other projects. And I'm Singh, the VP of Corporate Development here. Welcome both.
Thanks for having us.
Chen. Pleasure to be here.
All right, great. I mean, the Apollo Silver has been a very, kind of very successful presentation. We have a lot of people asking questions, and this seems to be especially as silver about to break out. This seems to be some great story, too good to be true. Maybe you can tell the people what you have, what's your baseline value, and what's the upside.
Thank you. So, Apollo Silver, with its 240 plus million shares issued and outstanding, has a market valuation of about $55 million currently, 13 million in cash. So effectively an enterprise value of about low 40s million dollars. We paid 41 million cash for Calico from Pan American Silver 3.5 years ago. That's 120 million measured and indicated ounces in San Bernardino County, a California county that does allow mines, does permit mines, has 99 operating mines in the county, including Equinox's Castle Mountain, currently under an expansion permit. And right next door to us, Rio Tinto's Borax mine. So 120 million ounces of silver in measured and indicated, another 50 million inferred there. So a good silver deposit underwrites the company's value, number one. And then you get this option on Cinco de Mayo, which is arguably one of the best known exploration opportunities of a CRD deposit. Recall MAG owns it and optioned it to us, but there's 155 million silver equivalent ounces there. And they had a brand new discovery in 2012 when they were kicked off. So you get this company that's got a lot of silver in a deposit in a mine permitting county in the US, and this big option on a massive play in northern Mexico. And you're not paying for that upside. So there's the value behind the company at 55 million market cap.
Great. Maybe we drill down to the Cinco de Mayo because that's the biggest upside. As you said, this is one of the greatest discovery in Mexico, but unfortunately they got kicked out. How can you get the license back? What's experience, from maybe prime mining, from other, show us how this can be done.
Sure. So many of your investors and early goers to MIF will know that in 2019, I brought Prime Mining to MIF. It was a brand new silver gold explorer in Mexico. It's now a 3 million plus gold equivalent ounce deposit in Sinaloa that's drilling, economic study, early permitting applications. Prime has about 20 employees from the state of Chihuahua. We got Prime, or I bought Los Reyes from Minera Alamos because they didn't think they were going to get social license restored there. It took us 9 months to get a deal done with the community and the ejido, but we got it done, and that unlocked the value in Prime. And Prime, which we started at a 15 million market cap and hit a high of 500 plus million market cap, is at a 275 million market cap right now. We're going to do that with Cinco de Mayo. The problem at Cinco is great discovery back in the early 2000s. And then some things started to unravel. And in 2012, they lost support of the community for a bunch of reasons. And I don't want to go into them here, but they lost support. Well, things have changed. That's 13 years ago. And I like to say sometimes the second mouse gets the cheese. What we had to fix at Prime, we're going to fix here. And it's the same people doing the same thing. So things are tougher in Mexico. The U.S. is, as you can see, with the current administration in the U.S., they're going to impose all kinds of economic sanctions on Mexico and potentially fight with the cartels. And so that's going to make general Mexico tough, generally. In addition, Mexico's tried to, or the previous administration tried to ban open pitting. That caused complications around the 30% of the economy in northern Mexico is derived from mining. So things are struggling in northern Mexico. There's no significantly less foreign investment. And so communities need solutions. The assembly plants that build washers and dryers for Whirlpool and things like that are in northern Mexico. 2 of those plants have closed down in the community where Cinco de Mayo is. Though I can go on and on. There are several reasons to suggest that they need mineral resource development in the community to get a better standard of living. And it's the only option they have. There's nothing else there. Their chili farms are struggling. Their pecan orchards are struggling. So now's the right time. It's not for, and look, Agnico tried to get this done 3 or 4 years ago, maybe 5 now, but it's not for guys in suits. It's for guys in, you got to break bread with them. You got to be blue collar to appeal to them. You got to treat them like partners. You got to show them how they're going to benefit from your exploration and your development. And sorry, I'm rambling on, but you know, it's not just money. It's job training. It's investment in the community, water. It's helping kids get to college. There's a lot of things that we need to do as mineral explorers and mine developers to get these guys on side. Suffice to say that in 2012, the local community banned mining for 100 years at Cinco de Mayo. If we get that turned around, it's worth a lot of money. MAG lost hundreds of millions in market cap when the community kicked them out of Cinco. So we restore that, we get huge value.
Right, and you have done that with Prime, so it's same team, same people, right? So we just do it second time.
That's the plan, and so I can tell you that the country manager for Prime is from Chihuahua, Chihuahua City, Chihuahua State, and he's daily involved in the process that we're going through right now in the community.
Wow.
So
can you do you have any estimate, or what's your plan? You do some maybe plant some seed this year, or for investor, what kind of timeline you're looking at?
Well, so last October we signed the transaction with MAG. It gave us a 5-year option to restore social license and drill 20,000 meters. And at Prime, we drill 40 to 60,000 meters every year. So drilling 20,000 meters isn't a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a $10 million spend at best, and it's a 6-month program. We have a 5-year option to get that 20,000 meters drilled.
Mm-hmm.
To get it drilled, we're going to have to restore social license.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first step. Now, we got the first opportunity to go to work in October once we signed the agreement with MAG. And the people that are responsible for the surface rights under which Cinco's deposits are is a local ejido, the Benito Juarez ejido. They have elections every 3 years for their council, their executive. That election was December 2024. It happened last month.
Oh, okay.
I guess now a month and a half ago. For the first time since 2012, there's an ejido executive that's pro-development.
Wow.
So that's the first step. Now we have to wait for them to get officially certified by the federal government. That will happen sometime this month.
Okay.
and then they will be legally entitled to conduct business. So we'll ask, just like we did at Prime, we'll ask the APGO to call for a vote. And we'll ask them to turn around the 100-year mining ban, number one. And number two, we'll ask them to approve and sign a transaction, an agreement with us to give us access for 15 to 30 years, like we did at Prime. And for that right, we will provide cash compensation to the community, jobs, training, investments in water, and investments in the community. So that we suspect will happen during the second quarter of this year. We think that we might be able to get that vote late March, but if it drags into April, it drags into April. But our hope would be the second quarter of this year, we make some considerable progress. And if we can get that done, we could be drilling this fall.
Wow.
If we have to negotiate a little longer, then maybe it stretches into the summer, and then maybe that delays our drilling. But we've got, like I said, we've got 5 years to get this done. Obviously, you know, I mean, we're all in this together. I'm a big shareholder of the company. I want to move fast, but you know, you have to do things right. And it took us, straight up, it took us 9 months at Prime to get social license.
Wow, that's good. It's so fast. I wasn't what I expected when I heard and I first heard and participated in private placement. But it's good. I mean, actually, when the placement free trading, there was some opportunity. I was also in the market buying some shares. It's amazing that the stock really hasn't moved. So actually, it's a good opportunity for new investors. With all the catalysts so close, you know, we are talking about months, not 5 years, right? Only a few months.
Yeah, I've been talking a little too much. Amandip, you want to weigh in here a little bit about the value of the company in the market?
Yeah, absolutely. And look, like I said, that we always talk about that, the free option on this. And, you know, I at the risk of sounding promotional or disparaging to anyone else, you know, in the 3 months that we've had this project, I think we've made significant progress forward, more so than you know, what happened in 12 years, right? We've done 12 years worth of work in 3 months, and I think if we continue that momentum, work with the local partners, yeah, you know, we're not closer to 1 year than the 5 years of this option term, and I think that's a reasonable stance to take, and then the value that you unlock there from a technical standpoint, you know, this we throw around the word world-class all the time, but this really is. The mineralized footprint is larger than some of the world's largest deposits, be it Beaton's Creek, Mount Isa in Australia. This has a larger footprint than that, just to give you a sense of the scale of what this could be. And on top of that, you know, the exploration model that came before us with MEG, it was a textbook exploration model they had on CRD exploration, and it fits near perfectly to what you'd see in a textbook, and you never get that. So that helps our team when we actually do eventually get on the ground. And you know, I remember when I was when you invited us to do the talk, I always put it out there that, you know, I challenge you to find a company that can guarantee you a discovery. We are that company. It's you know, that Pegaso zone that was drilled at the end of 2012. You know, you don't get 60 meters of massive sulfides with nothing else around it, and you know, due to, you know, certain events that caused Mag Silver to lose access, you know, it didn't make headlines, and we look to, you know, drill that out and bring that discovery to market, and you know, really start there, and as you know, discovery is where you get the most value uplift, and we're really excited to do that.
Good. Yeah, excellent. And finally, this is a very exciting project, and then I heard you have some bonus because this morning, as of this morning, China banned export of moly. So I heard you may also have some moly bonus for us.
We do. We have a deposit called the Pozo Seco deposit. It's a surface oxide deposit of gold moly. And there's, now I'm going to combine them, but there's probably 500,000 ounces of indicated gold, indicated moly, and then some inferred gold and inferred moly. I'm probably breaching 43-101, combining them all, but suffice to say, there's about 250,000 gold equivalent ounces in indicated. And then there's about another 200,000 ounces of gold equivalent, and that's a gold moly mix, and inferred. And that's a surface deposit that's not drilled off, could be expanded, and provides another opportunity for the company. And so, you know, when you, much like in Calico, where we've got a silver deposit, there's a barite credit to that, which we think is about 13.5%. We're doing the work on it now. You know, that's a critical mineral in the US. And so there's an opportunity for us to advance what we're doing in California, get government help because of that critical mineral. The same is the case now with this moly deposit in Mexico, just because of, yes, what the Chinese are doing, restricting all these critical minerals.
Okay,
So,
great.
a lot
Sounds
of
good.
opportunity.
Yeah.
And yeah, just to give you a sense of the scope there, this is a high-grade moly deposit. You know, there's nearly 140 million pounds of moly there. Relative to, you know, our Mexican moly peers, this is, you know, higher grade than El Crestone. It's the Kumababi mine in Chihuahua, larger than that. So this is, it could be significant, right, moving forward.
Okay, great. Thank you. So basically, this one company have three significant deposit. I mean, your California silver Calico has a baseline, you know, values. What's your market? You basically take your current market cap, and Cinco de Mayo is a huge upside plus the moly as another blue sky.
So you get all that, and what you've got is a management team that's raised $300+ million in the last 5 years alone. We put our own money into these things. I've got $6 million+ of my own money tied up in this company. I'm its largest shareholder, owning over 10% of the company with my family. Next to me, you've got Eric Sprott you've got Jupiter Asset Management, arguably the largest silver fund in the world, at 9% of the company, followed by Eric Sprott at 4 or 5%, Primevest Capital and Riaz Sharif at 4%, Terra Capital out of Australia, similar percentage, Commodity Capital out of Europe at 5%. You've got a considerable shareholder base that probably could put their arms around half the company that have funded all of our projects for years and years. And so I don't know, I think I got a tiger by the tail here.
Great. Sounds good. So hopefully, you know, in a couple months, we'll have a very significant development in Cinco de Mayo. In the meantime, as silver goes up, your silver asset in California, the price just keep going higher every day.
Arguably, you can, and look, analysts combine all of the different bits and pieces. They combine measured and indicated and inferred, and they convert other metals to silver and blah, blah, blah. And if an analyst did that here, they'd tell you that we have our arms around about 400 million ounces of silver equivalent when you do all that. And so when you can get all that for a 50+ million market cap with a solid treasury like we have, the shareholder base we have, and at this price range, yeah, pretty good opportunity. Hard pressed to find something in my mind as good as this.
Okay, great. I'm a happy shareholder, and after talking to you, I feel more confident about my investment.
Excellent.
Okay, nice talking to you. Good luck, and hope to hear from you soon.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much.